friends, and welcome to my channel today. I am going to do a very huge and long, I'm suspecting, life update and kind of my goals for this year for life and scrappy stuff and just, yeah. So let's just jump into it. I have a bunch of notes, so if you keep seeing me like glance down, I'm looking at my notes because there's a lot I want to say, and I don't want to miss anything because I know I've been gone for quite a while, and I never really explained, I don't think, what happened. It was mainly due to work. So let's go backwards. 2021 was kind of a crazy year for me, for my family. I kind of wonder if everybody, I don't know how everybody feels, because 2021 was better than 2020, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it was still crazy and weird and not back to normal. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be, but there was always that hope, right? So I actually enrolled in a scrapbooking class with Victoria Marie. It's called Project Done, and I took that class last year, so 2021, and I was enrolled that whole year because it is a 12-month course. It was an amazing course, and I am contemplating enrolling again because she is enrolling for this year. I don't remember when it closes, enrollment closes. But if you're interested in like getting help with finishing projects and kind of like organizing your scrappy life or your scrappy projects, I would definitely suggest taking this class from her. She's amazing and is just so helpful. She has lots of, I'm going to kind of show you, give you a glance. Oh, I don't think I have any that aren't filled out, but she has lots of, like little things, worksheets and stuff that you can fill out that kind of help you think through things and think through your whole year, and then focus on like the month by month, like what can I actually accomplish this month. So I absolutely loved her class, but I quickly realized the focus because I wanted to finish my 2017 album. I don't remember. I was going through all of my traveler's notebooks and I did find my goals for 2021. Hold on, let me see if I can find them. No, these are my 2020 goals. I don't remember. So I had a bunch of goals like finish my 2017 album and do more journaling on my layouts, like journal immediately after them. I think, I don't think I had a layout goal, but I think I wanted to edit photos immediately, like spend like 15 minutes every day, every night before I go to bed, like spend 15 minutes editing photos and putting them into a collage and then uploading them to Shutterfly so that I could consistently be printing. And I actually was pretty good about doing that for I think the first maybe month or two. I don't print every month. I was kind of wanting to, but I don't. It's just too expensive for me. And so I do like a batch print through Shutterfly, and then I'll pay like 10 or 20 bucks for them to ship it to me. But the prints for me are always free because I have the app. So I get free 4x6 and 4x4 prints. All I have to pay for is shipping. So that was one of the biggest things, was I wanted to stay caught up on my current yearly scrapbook. I did okay. I'll have to do another video of like how far I've gotten. Like I've actually printed off all the way through July fully. I have some of August printed, and so my next batch order I need to actually do probably at the end of this month, for August, September, October, November, and December is probably how I'll do it. I might wait until next month to do the end of November and December, just so it's not super expensive, because depending on how many photos I order, the shipping does kind of go up. So it just kind of depends. Let's see. I don't really remember anything else. I always have a book reading goal, so that probably was on there. I'm going to say, I think it was 31 books. I can actually say I exceeded that by 1 book. So, woohoo! I did one thing that I actually wanted to do. So I read or listened on Audible, to 33 books last year. My goal was 30. I think it was 31 or 32. I can't remember. So I read at least 1 or 2 more. I think my goal was 31 and I read 33 books. So I accomplished my book reading goal, which I haven't done in so long. So I'm super excited about that. This year, my goal is 52 books, which I know is insane. But guess what? Because I'm a member of Audible, I'm actually canceling it this week because I can't afford $8 a month. And you don't, like, there's a couple things that it's just like, Audible, come on. Like, just, ugh. I know people have to make money, and so that's why they have different tiers, but it's just like, I just want to read the books I want to read, or, you know, listen to the books that I want to read. But the $8 plan isn't good enough for me, because a lot of the books I want to read are on the $15 plan, and there's no way I can pay $15 a month. Just, there's no way. So I canceled it after this first month, after paying $7.95. So I think you can, I signed up for like a 1 month Audible free account. Apparently, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can get 3 months free. So I don't know why it wouldn't have done that for me, because I signed in with my email that's through Amazon. So I don't know. Anyway, so look into that if you want to read more, but you don't really have time to necessarily sit down and read. Because seriously, I just finished, I think, my 10th book for this year. 10. And we are 12 days into this year. And I don't have that much time, you guys. I'm so serious. I do not have that much time on my hands to read that much. So, and I'm a slow reader too. So yeah, look into Audible if you would like to read more, but you just don't have time to sit down and read. Okay, anyway, back to Victoria Marie's class. It was amazing. I absolutely love it. And I am thinking about like doing it again, because last year kind of got crazy, like I said, and I never actually finished the class. I actually was on my computer and I only downloaded the first 2 months of activities and PDFs and stuff. And I was like, what? I thought I did more work than that. Like, I seriously remember, because she did kind of encourage us to find a partner. And I would talk with my partner all the time for the first like 6 months of the year. And then after that, I kind of started falling away. So I apologize. I don't know if my partner, because she's a Scrappy person, I'm not sure if she watches my Scrappy videos. So I'm sorry if you are watching this and I totally have just dropped the ball on that. I'm the worst. And I warned her about that too. When we were partners, I'm like, sorry, sometimes I fall off the face of the earth. But anyway, so that's a great class, and it really helped me look at things in a different light. And once February hit, because last year, most of you know, I started a cleaning channel. It's called Meggy Clean. You can go back and watch a lot of my videos and everything. That would be awesome. But I kind of have made the decision that I am not going to go forward with that channel. It's a lot more work than this Crafty channel. And I had a lot of fun and it was really satisfying, but it really was taking away from my family life, because I would have to clean on a daily, almost weekly basis to record enough, but then it would take hours upon hours to edit the recordings, and it was just too much for me after a whole year of doing it. Like, I wish I had the time to do that as a job, because it would be very fulfilling. I know it sounds crazy, but seriously, if you've never watched a cleaning video, go and watch a cleaning video. It doesn't even have to be mine. just type in like cleaning YouTube videos or something on Google, or go to YouTube and just type in cleaning motivation, because there are seriously some amazing ladies out there, and not even like the huge people that have like hundreds and millions of followers. I didn't really like, after I got into it, I didn't really, because I started out by watching Brianna K, Tiffany Beeston, who is Beauty and the Beastons. Oh crap, I'm forgetting her name now. And she was actually my favorite. Crap, I need to look it up, because I'm like, I cannot even think about these people. Like, I'm so far out of the loop now. What was her name? Let's see. Let's go. Cleaning motivation. Okay. Amy Darley was one. Simply Bethany was actually one of my friends. So she's awesome. I absolutely love her. Lynn White was one of the bigger ones. I didn't really watch her a lot. Where is This Crazy Life? She is amazing and I absolutely love her. She's one of the bigger ones that I can still follow and not like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't know. Because you hear a lot of stuff about a lot of the cleaning, like the big time cleaning ladies and everything and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyway, that's enough about that. So if you are interested in learning about the cleaning world, just type in cleaning motivation and so many ladies, like so many people will show up on there. I might even show up on there. I probably wouldn't be until like the 100th page, but I did a lot of videos and I was really proud of myself for doing something and venturing into an area where I never thought I could survive. Like, I almost got to 400 subscribers. I think I might have actually gotten to 400 subscribers. And then I kind of stopped. I think in November, possibly before that, I stopped. So I gave it a good 7-8 months of doing videos, and I really enjoyed the community and everything. I don't have the time, and it's a very influencer type of community. And I'm so old. I'm not young. I don't have the time, and I don't need the drama, you know, like all of that. Like, there's all of that. I know there's drama in the scrappy YouTube world, but I feel like I know you guys a lot more. We've been friends for longer. So it's like I feel more comfortable in this group. I love the friends that I made over there. I love them. One of my favorites. So Tammy, she's one of my favorite people from YouTube. She's so awesome. Her channel is called It's Life with Tammy. So if you are interested in having a good laugh, she's hilarious. She like dances in her videos and just I love her. I absolutely love her. But yeah, go check out her channel. I'll leave links below. I should probably be writing down all of these people that I am naming. So give me just a moment so I can link to all of these people. Okay, so a couple other people that are really awesome and really supportive are Cringe Queen. So her channel is called The Queen of Cringe. She does a lot of like makeup, fitness, and other cleaning type of videos. And she's really sweet. She leaves me comments on this channel as well as my cleaning channel all the time. And I thought it was so cool that somebody from like the cleaning world came over and watched my videos in the crafty world. So, and Tammy would do that too. So love you ladies. You're awesome. Anyway, we're going to move on. I feel like this is kind of going off track of where I wanted to go. But anyway, so around like the end of January, February, time frame, I had decided, okay, I think I'm going to cut back and not do my crafty YouTube anymore. I want to go full-fledged into the cleaning YouTube community. And I loved it. It was awesome. I had instant like friends, and it was so cool. And just, because I'm a little bit older, I'm not the norm when it comes to like cleaning YouTube moms. I have a full-time job. I have teenagers. And so a few of the people that like I became friends with, they actually also have teenagers, or they even have kids that are older and have moved out of the house. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like I love this. So yeah, there was that young mom aspect, but then there was also the, you know, old, I don't want to say old, because I mean, yeah, I joke about me being old. I don't feel like these other ladies were old though. I just feel like we were all just the same age, kind of like I do with like all of my friends that are close to me. Like I don't even look at age. I feel like we're all just the same age. We're all 25, right? Okay, so I did actually start going that route. I did not scrapbook a ton at all. I think in February and March, I might have scrapbooked a little bit. I did do a bit in my yearly project life, and I think I'm about 4 or 5 months into the year that I have scrapbooked. But like I said, I'll do another video on that because I have that put away somewhere else. So I kind of stepped back, and I tried every now and then to upload a video or to post something from the scrapbooking store, because I am on the scrapbooking store's design team, and I wanted to put that so, and you know, support them, because I absolutely love this design team. So, I kept trying to post for them, but it got really hard. And so I kind of just failed after a while. Over the year of 2021, I only posted, let's see how many times, I only posted 6 layout process videos. And I think 8 videos that were for the scrapbooking store. So I think total, I only did 11. So my number must be wrong. I don't know. I thought I wrote down my total number. Let me see. No, I didn't. Of course not. So whatevs. Anyway, I think I only did about 12 videos last year. It could have been a little more or a little less, which is insane for me, because I do like hundreds of videos a year ever since I started, you know, like I've been on, this year will have been, I think, my 8th year, because I started in 2014, March 2014. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So yeah, that's 8 years. 8 years. Oh my God. So because of that, because of the fact that I have been on YouTube for 8 years, I think this year, with me coming back in March, maybe I'm gonna do like a whole celebration. Oh my God, I'm getting an amazing idea. So March is going to be the Crafty Meggy celebration. I have to write this down because otherwise I will forget. So we're gonna do a month-long, I don't know what, month-long party. So I don't know, like we'll have to see. I'm definitely gonna run with this idea and kind of see what I come up with, because guys, I'm so super excited to be back. Like I didn't even talk to Mark about this, and like, or anybody. I just kind of decided I'm coming back to Scrappy YouTube. Like I miss it so much. I miss scrapbooking, and I made my first 12 by 12 layout. I can't actually show it to you yet, but in like such a long time. And I'm so excited, you guys. I had so much fun making this layout. It was for a challenge from Sarah Scrap's group on Facebook, and I'm just like, I'm bursting with so much excitement. So anyway, so I moved over to cleaning YouTube, made tons of friends, learned so much about myself, about other people. Like I made really good friends. And then because of some life stuff, which I'll get to, I kind of just disappeared. And I haven't been back on the Megan at Clean site or YouTube site in a long time. It's been, I think, 4 months. Maybe it's probably been about 1 month since I've posted a video, but probably about 3 or 4 since I've posted consistently, because I would post 2 to 3, 4, or 5 times a week with that YouTube channel. And so it got really overwhelming, and it wasn't like I had to do it. Like, I actually really loved doing it, but it was taking up all my time. And so I finally decided I can't do this. Yeah, I just stopped. So let me jump into my scrappy goals for this year and just my life goals for this year. And then I'll kind of go over, well, actually, maybe, you know what? I'm going to go over my life update first, and then I'll go over my scrappy goals. So if you don't want to listen to my life update, if you don't care about that shit, if you don't care about that stuff, then scroll, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, 20 minutes, who knows how long I'll talk about myself, and I'll start talking about my scrappy goals. Okay, so life update. At the beginning of 2021, I was an advanced technician at the BioLife center that I work at, which means that I worked with the bags themselves, and I was able to go back and work with the samples and all of that stuff. So I was pretty far along in my training process. I think I only had 2 things that I needed to pass off to become the next step up. So in 2020, towards the end of the year, we lost a bunch of people that were very experienced. So 2021 came and it sucked. The whole year kind of sucked at work. All the way through like the summer, we would have 2 to 3 hour lines. It would take you 3, 4 hours to donate, which is not normal. It should only take you like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. But we had so many people coming in and such low staff that we couldn't process all our donors. But of course, because we work for a corporate company, they don't care. So we just had to do it. I worked so much overtime last year. Like, I am really curious how much overtime I worked last year, because my paychecks kept going up and up and up, and I wasn't getting a raise. I was not getting a raise, but they kept going up. And I was like, this is awesome. But also I was working like 50-hour weeks. So I wasn't really seeing my family, which is also the other reason why my scrappy YouTube went down. But I was able to stay on top of like my cleaning YouTube, because when I was home, cleaning needed to get done. It's just that when you're on the cleaning YouTube side, it takes like twice as long to do a video or to record yourself or to clean, because you're recording yourself. So you're cleaning, but then if you move out of frame, you have to move the camera too, which I know. It makes sense, but it's just kind of one of those things like, why can't I just have like, you know, a view over top of me all the time? Anyway, so I was working a ton, but because I was working a ton and everything, Mark and I actually were able to get brand new cars. I mean, not brand new to us. So I got a new Volkswagen Tiguan. It was the year 2018, and it actually did look brand spanking new. Like, seriously, it had that new car smell and everything. Like, I just about died. And it was an amazing deal. This car should have been worth like, gosh, I don't even remember, $25,000. I believe I got it for just a little over 14,000. So I got a steal of a car. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. The only thing that I don't really love about it is that it's white. Every car these days is white. But especially here in the winter, I hate getting car washes during the winter because obviously it's freezing cold. Like, I just don't like that idea. but it always looks dirty during the winter. Like right now, I cringe every time I see my car because it's just got mud everywhere and ice everywhere. And yeah. So I got my new car, I believe it was the beginning of April. And then 2 weeks later, Mark actually found an awesome deal on a Honda Fit. So he loves he used to have a Honda Element. We still have it, but we figured that that car would be a good car for the kids to learn to drive on because Jonas and Brennan in the spring both did driver's ed. So right around the time that Mark and I were getting our cars, they were starting driver's ed. So Mark wanted a good car, but that had like better gas mileage because he only really uses his car for driving to and from work, going to and from the school, school, and then to and for the kids, and then to and from the store. So he doesn't really use it. My vehicle is the family vehicle. So he got a super cheapo one. I think his was like $12,000 or something like that, but his was a 2018, I believe, as well. His was definitely a lower model than mine. And so he doesn't have a lot of the perks that I have, but I absolutely love my car. I am so in love with my car, and I'm so excited that both of us were able to get cars. We did, because we've become adults over the last year. We had enough money to do a down payment on both cars. So I don't even remember if it was like a 10% or 5%. I don't remember, but I was so excited that we had money to do down payments on both cars. So then we could lower our monthly amount. And our bills for our cars really are not that much. So I am really happy with what we got, like beyond happy. Anyway, so let's see. So that happened around the springtime. The kids got their licenses and they kind of started driving, but Mark and I and the kids have learned I am not the parent to go driving with them. Oh my God. And I'm sure a lot of you that have kids that are teenagers or older, like seriously, driving with your teenager is like a different world. And I am not a controlling person. I kind of am, but I'm not. I'm go with the flow. Like my husband is very controlling, but I am go with the flow, do whatever, I'm easygoing compared to my husband in regular life, right? I cannot deal with them driving because I hate them having control of this big, huge vehicle that I'm like, oh my God, they're going to do something and we're going to crash and die, right? And so I would get so mad at them when we would drive and stuff. Like, I just couldn't keep it down. Like, I was a bad mom. I'm going to say this right now. I was a bad mom, like teaching, driving wise, and just, I was not good at it. But we learned Mark was very calm with the kids, very good with the kids. And like his anxiety was not a thing in the car when they were driving. And I'm like, how can this not be a thing? Like, oh my gosh. So anyway, long story short, they drove a few times and neither one of them really were excited about it, which I thought was really weird. But I don't know, maybe that's how it is with some kids when they become teenagers. They just are okay with relying on their parents and not wanting to learn to drive. Brennan has expressed a little bit more, like wanting to drive more, and that's fine. And we've actually started, because the Element, my husband's old car, became the kids' car, like their learning car. And so they both drove that car. But then once it hit winter, we didn't really use that car at all. And so it kind of just sat for a long time. And so I think the battery's dead. Like Mark tried to start it a few weeks ago and it started, and he ran it for like an hour so that it wouldn't die. And he like drove around with Brennan and stuff with it. But I think the battery's just dead. So we're not going to use that one anymore. We kind of put it off, and that'll just be like during the year when it's not snowing. Car, I think that they can use. So Brennan has drived my vehicle and Mark's vehicle. He can never get used to the brakes on my vehicle because my brakes are really good. So if you just tap on it, you're gonna like stop. But he like presses on it really hard, and it's just like, whoa, buddy, stop. Like, so it's like constant like jerking, and it's just like, oh my God. So that's kind of something fun that's been going on in our lives this year. We are looking into getting, because Jonas really doesn't feel comfortable, and it's because of his handicap. If you're new to my channel, or if you don't remember, Jonas has spina bifida. That's my oldest. He's 17 now. He turned 17 back in October. Oh my God, they're growing up. Anyway, so yeah, I need to start getting ready for work. This video is taking so long. Oh my God. Jonas isn't really comfortable with using the pedals, because of his braces and his legs not feeling well. Like, he does have a harder time. And so he wants to look into getting a little more help with a handicap device. So I'm looking into that, seeing what we can do for him to make it a little bit more something that he would feel comfortable doing. So that's what's going on with that. In July, so I worked my butt off during all of that time. I would work overtime. I would come in, help with breaks. Like, anytime they needed me, I would jump at it, and I would show up, and I would be at work. So, and I was working towards becoming a lead, which is a step up where you get to be in charge of the floor, like, everything that's happening, the donors, the workers, like everything. And you work a lot more closely with management. And that's what I had been wanting to do since like 2020. And I had been working really hard at learning how to run the floor better and stuff like that. So I think it was like May or June. I don't remember. Came around, and they posted a position because someone left, or no, was it someone left? I don't remember. Yeah, we had a couple people leave that were in the lead positions. And so they posted like, I don't know, 2 or 3 jobs. And so of course I applied for it, and I, totally stood up for myself, and like I did awesome in that interview. And I got the job. So I got lead technician in July. And but then like a month later, it was really funny. A month later, we had one of the supervisors at work. He ended up getting fired. And so they put up his position as a supervisor. And a supervisor is part of management. Like the person who is a supervisor, whether you're, the assistant manager or the center manager, the supervisors are pretty much the same as them. I mean, of course not, but anyway. And I never, ever, ever thought I would become a supervisor at this center, because everybody's so tight knit and nobody was ever going to quit once they got into that position. It opened up. So, yeah, I applied, and I totally got the position. Like, everybody was so surprised. Like, even I am still surprised. Like, after being in this position since mid-August, like October, I spent so much time just training, and November, December were spent training in management. And then I took like a 2-week break because I needed it. And so now I'm back to work, and I am starting my second core training is what it's called. So my second jump into the management training. So I am fully a manager now, and I can close a brand or my center, which actually, speaking of which, I am closing my center tonight. So yay. And I'm closing for the rest of this week too. So it's just kind of been a whirlwind. yeah, it was all very just fast and interesting, and it just fell into place for me. So many good things have happened in the last year. Except for one thing that really wasn't the greatest. So Mark, my husband, has been working from home since 2020. I believe it was like March or April 2020. When everybody, came home and the kids came home and everything, he still was working from home in November of 2020, the end of October, November, beginning of November. But he had been seeing that his work was dwindling and they weren't giving him projects. He's a graphic designer, if you didn't know that. And he works for a local company, and they're a small company, but they get work. The problem was they kept hiring people and they didn't need those people. And so Mark kept getting less and less jobs. He would try to say something, but they would never give him more, right? And so eventually, the beginning of March, I think it might have been the first week of March, maybe the second week, I can't remember, he was let go. He did get laid off. They did, however, give him the rest of the year of paid without showing up for work. That was his severance, was they would just continue paying him through the end of the year. And just to make sure that he had enough so that he could get a new job. So he spent a week sulking, of course. And then the second week, he applied everywhere. And finally, he got an offer from a local hospital here in Idaho Falls. And so now he works for the marketing company, or the marketing area of this hospital. And I mean, it's a new job. He's trying to figure out how it works, but we're just happy that we were getting, 3 paychecks for almost a whole month, like almost 2 months. It was, yeah. So it was pretty nice. That he actually got hired pretty quick. I think it was 2 weeks by the time he actually started the job, because it was right after Thanksgiving. So it was that week after Thanksgiving. So, yeah. Anyway, it's been a crazy whirlwind. So now that you know all of that, that's kind of the reason why life has been so insane. And I kind of just stopped doing all YouTube because I just didn't have any time. We actually have, since the beginning of last year at my work, hired a ton of people. And so we are not allowing overtime right now. So unfortunately, I'm not getting a super huge payday anymore, but now that I am a manager, supervisor, my pay did increase. So that's awesome. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I did. Okay, so let's jump into scrappy goals real quick, because I really do need to go to work. Okay, so I did decide to make a few scrappy goals. I'm not gonna go to town and try to do everything, because I think that's what kind of I decided I didn't like. I was expecting too much from myself. So take these with a grain of salt. I'm not going to stick with them 100%, and I already know this, but there is one goal that I am definitely going to finish this year. So, okay, so first off, I'm going to pick only 2 or 3 Facebook groups and just hang out in them, because I think that was the other thing. I got so overwhelmed with all of the Facebook groups that I was in that it just became too much. So I just stopped doing Facebook. So I think I'm going to get out of all of the other the ones that I haven't picked. I'm definitely going to stay in Desiree's new group. I don't remember what it's called, but I think it's like a stash kit Facebook group or something. And then Sarah Scraps, her Facebook group, which is Rediscover Your Stash, right? Or something? Gosh, I'm telling you, my brain is not here. Oh, that's another thing. I'm dieting and I'm off of caffeine and have been for 2 weeks almost. And yeah, it's taking its toll. So those are the 2 groups that I'm definitely staying in. If you have suggestions of groups that you love and the reason why you love them, I would love to hear that. Put them in the comments below, and I'll take a look at it. So I want to post at least 1 video a week. And if I don't have time to do that, maybe the next week, like posting 2 or something, you know, like kind of doubling up because I didn't post the week before. I'm going to try to do, you know, more than 1 video a week, but I don't want to hold that expectation over myself. So we're going to stick with 1 video a week and then piling up the next week if I can. I want to start posting on social media again. So at least 1 time a week, like Sundays and Saturdays, I usually have off. So I could probably definitely post those days. But like during the week, it's always kind of up in the air. So I want to try to post at least one time during the week while I'm working and off of work. I want to use up my stash. So both the groups that I'm in, so Desiree's Facebook group and Sarah's Facebook group are about using stash. Sarah focuses a lot on spending freezes and stuff like that. So she still, you know, encourages buying, but like, so it's a different group than Desiree's. And that's why I love them. And they're 2 different ladies and I love both of them. So they're awesome. You need to check out their groups. I'll try to remember to put that in my description below. I'm going to put Facebook group links. Okay. And, yeah, they're awesome. Also, both of them are doing challenges in their groups. So that's also fun because I love challenges. Okay. So another goal is I want to use my stash. I don't want to buy anything. I know there are amazing things out there. Like I just saw the Spiegel Mom Scrap set that Sarah came out with. And I was like, oh my God, I need it. And then I was like, no, I really don't. I have a million sequins that I haven't even touched in like 3 or 4 years. So I really need to use up my stash before I buy more. I'll definitely have to replenish like paper and stuff like that, especially cardstock, but yeah, anyway, so sequins, I want to start using mixed media, stamps. I have so many stamps and ink pads, 3x4 cards and 4x6 cards. I want to start using those up, and 6x6 paper pads, as well as embossing powder. I wanted to get into embossing powder last year. I think that was one of my goals last year, and I never did because I stopped scrapbooking. Okay, so for my design team, which is called the Scrapbooking Store, again, links will be below. I love that kit club. It's such an affordable kit club. And if you like Simple Stories and Echo Park and kind of cutesy things like that, those are the type of companies and papers that they go with. So if you do like those, but you don't want to pay an exorbitant amount, their kits are super affordable. But I want to start doing a monthly kit share for them, and then also at least sharing one of my layouts that I make with their kit for them. So the goal that I am going to finish, there's no question, is finish my 2017 album. So it's way over there. I'm not going to get up and get it. I have an album that I have put all of the unfinished pages in, and whenever I feel like scrapbooking, I'm going to look through there and hopefully pull something out of there that I can scrapbook. It is fall and winter time that I have to finish, and so I'm not sure how well it'll work out right now because usually I like to scrap the season that we are in. But we'll kind of see. But I am going to finish my 2017 album, and I promise I will do a huge album share with you guys, because I think I've got like 10 albums for that year, possibly more. Okay, I also want to put layouts in albums. So I know I've showed you guys this before, but these are all layouts that need to go into albums. And I actually have some that are over off of my little desk area that also need to be put into albums. So I want to do that maybe a couple times this year. And then I was also thinking maybe if I can get my crap together and actually make this work and also have time for friends and for family and just enjoying life and also have a scrappy YouTube, maybe I would be able to start Patreon again. I've always had my Patreon account open, and you can actually join my YouTube subscription too. I've always kept them open, but I haven't been working towards putting videos on them just because life. So, but I do want to get back to that because that was really fun having that like close-knit group of ladies and working with them. So I gotta go to work. I've got about 10 minutes. Woohoo! I made it through this whole thing. So I will leave all the links below to everything I talked about, the classes and things. Yeah, I'm super excited about being back. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Sorry, it's about like an hour long. Holy crap. But I hope you enjoyed hearing about, my life, how it was last year and why I wasn't here. And I hope that, you can help me get my subscriber count up. It was almost at 2,700 when I left. I think I was like at 2,698. I am now down by 50 subscribers. I think it's even more. I think it's 52 subscribers. So I lost a bunch of people after I didn't post for a whole year as much as I used to. So share my channel with your friends, tell them I'm back, and tell them I would love to have them come back because I really want to get past that 2,700 milestone. So help me out. I'm so excited. Bye. My voice doesn't want to work. This is not good. Oh my gosh. I talked for like an hour straight. Woo! Okay. Ready to go to work. Bye. Hello friends, and welcome to today's video. Don't mind Max in the back. I don't know if you can see him. Yeah, you can't see him because of my chair. But hello, scrappy friends, and welcome to my channel today. So I am super excited about this video today. I mean, blah, blah, blah.